But are you thinking it's too late? Hey, it happened to me once, I can't repair this. Well, you can. You really can. You may not know how. Maybe you failed once and you're on that same trajectory for the second time. In your case, it might be different. Business, so important, being an upstanding person in the community, letting everything grow. You're doing the right thing at home as far as providing for them. Of course, you're always going to do that. You're a man. You're going to provide for your family, you're going to provide for your kids. But how much of your time are you giving them? That's what the key word is. How important are they in reference to the importance you place on your business?
I walk in redemption.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Sit Down with Michael Franzese. Hope everybody is doing well. Everything is very good, very blessed on this end. As always, my friends, I give God all the praise, honor, glory, and thanksgiving for that. Again, every once in a while I got to do these videos that are really responding to the overwhelming communications that I'm getting from people, both men and women, everything in between. I don't know whether it's the times we're going through right now. There's a lot of turbulence, not only in our country, but in the world, but a lot of people seem to be struggling, and gladly, they're opening up about it. First step. You open up about what your issue. And I got to talk about this, when it comes to family and business. One of the toughest things, my story, I don't have to get into that, but when I had taken the plea and I was going to prison, one of the things I was really concerned about was, how do I keep my family together? I was married for, a couple of months, I think 4 months, when I was going off to do a 10-year prison sentence. My wife was 21 years old, and we had one little baby. And I was concerned about that. And she was pregnant because when I was going into prison, she got pregnant just before that. So now I'm going to have 2 little babies, a 21-year-old wife, and I'm going away for almost 10 years. What scared me? What scared me, number one, watching what happened to my mom and dad when my dad did all that time in prison. Back when he was in prison, 1 3-minute phone call a month and 1 visit a month. Naturally, the family grew apart. My younger brothers and sisters hardly even knew him. I was like their dad. I was the oldest. My mom grew apart, and I was very concerned about that. But the time that they were apart, it was so hard to keep the family together. So when I went in, I said, wait, I blew one marriage, okay? Why did I blow that marriage? Because everything for me was be the best possible mob guy, business, earn money. That's what's important. Provide for my family, take care of them, look like an upstanding guy in the community and in the mob, wanted to do everything by appearance. Everybody, hey, this guy's got it all together. But my marriage collapsed. Relationship with my kids, still haven't been able to get it back. And this is, 30 some odd years later. So I said, I'm not going to do this again. Somehow, some way, I have to keep in contact with the family. So the crazy things I did, when I went into prison, I said, hey, you can lock me up, put me in a hole, just make sure I get my phone calls and my visits. That's all I care about, because I wanted to keep the family together, because I had already experienced one loss and saw how it destroyed my family. So that was it. It was so important. I'll tell you one thing I did. I was even breaking prison policy. What do I mean by that? You're not allowed to do business on the phone. You phone and they listen in. It's recorded. They listen in. I didn't care. I wanted to be so much a part of my wife. If she had a plumbing problem at the house, I would call the plumber from the prison. When she wanted to buy a car, I would call the dealership, because I didn't want her to think that I was gone. But you know what? It was still difficult because of that separation, And then the prison, the Bureau of Prisons started moving me to different places. She couldn't come and visit. And man, this was scary to me, because I said, I'm going to lose my family again. Fortunately, I was able to keep it together, but I have to tell you something. The separation did hurt, because when I got home, I always say I left a young girl. I came home to a woman, and it was difficult. We had many, many years of putting our marriage, our relationship back together. My kids, I'll never forget, the first day I came home after 8 years, and I reprimanded my daughter, and my daughter went into my wife and she said, who is that man yelling at me? My wife said, that's your father, even though they came and visit with me. So that separation, it was so hard. But you know what, people? I made it my number one effort. Yeah, I had to get myself back on my feet. I had to start earning legitimately, no more mob stuff, and put it together. And that was tough. But I didn't let it be more important than my family. Took a little longer, but my family survived. My relationship survived. My relationship with my children survived, and here I am 38 years later and blessed for it. How many of you out there, maybe you had a collapsed first marriage and you say, well, you know what? That's it. You're into a second, maybe even a third. I don't know. I what the deal is out there. But are you thinking it's too late? Hey, it happened to me once, I can't repair this. Well, you can. You really can. You may not know how. Maybe you fail once and you're on that same trajectory for the second time. In your case, it might be different. Business, so important, being an upstanding person in the community, letting everything grow. You're doing the right thing at home as far as providing for them, of course. You're always going to do that. You're a man. You're going to provide for your family, you're going to provide for your kids, but how much of your time are you giving them? That's what the key word is. How important are they in reference to the importance you place on your business? People, I'm telling you this, no marriage can survive properly without devoting 100% of your time to them. And I don't mean time during the day. I mean your mental, your emotional, your spiritual time to them where they are number one. I'm going to tell you this right now, people. My number one priority right now, aside from God, we always put God first, is making sure that my wife is nourished from me. Not only, she got the money that she needs. She can go out and buy her stuff and she lives comfortably. But does she get enough of me, okay? Do we have that relationship where something has bothered her, she can come to talk to me? Is she satisfied in each every way that as a husband I'm supposed to be there for her? And I can honestly say she is, because I put that effort in, and you know what? It comes back to me in spades. And I mean that. I mean, we have a great relationship. My children, the same thing. And you always have tough times with your kids, don't get me wrong. And sometimes, like I get along a little better. Everybody teases me, that the youngest one is my favorite. Well, she's not my favorite. Well, maybe she is a little bit, but but my kids love me and I love my kids and I'm always there for them. And every Sunday we're together because we have Sunday dinner, and every holiday we're together, and I'm a part of their lives. And they look to me. I told my daughter this morning, I'm reading some of this stuff with a lot of the immigrants coming into the country and things that happen. I told my daughter, who's an athlete, I know she goes for a run. I said, hey, be careful. I don't want you going for a run where there's nobody around. Don't go to this back bay area where and she responds to me immediately, thank you, Daddy. I'll keep that in mind. I'll make sure I don't do that. Little things like that are so important. It makes your kids know that, hey, my daddy's there for me. Stuff like that. So, look, if any of you guys out there, are struggling in a way in that you've made your life successful, but there is that separation at home between your wife, your kids, something's just not right when you walk in the door. That closeness is not there, and you're really lacking. Well, we want to help you. I really mean that. I have a heart for this. My team has a heart for this. Again, I've surrounded myself with the right people that have the same heart, same spirit as myself. And we want to help you. I've been doing this for a long time. And I've been getting such a response from men lately. Like I said, I don't know if there's something in the air. I don't know if people are concerned about the state of the country, the state of the world. I don't know. But a lot of people have been reaching out to me lately. And that motivates me and my team even more to be even more helpful. So if you have a comment about anything that I've said here today, if you're somebody that thinks, I'm on the fringes of my life falling apart at home, or maybe it fell apart once and I don't know how to bring this second time back together again, there's a way to do that. You can repair it. Trust me, you can. And we want to help you. If you have a comment about anything that I've said here today, leave it. We want to reach out to you. And if you want to take it a step further, there's a link here. Go on the link. We have resources that we've prepared especially for you. Free. We're not charging you anything. Okay? Maybe they can be helpful. They might also motivate you to take the next step and you say, you know what? This is a start. I'm encouraged. I want to do something even more. Guys, there's nothing more powerful in life than to having a guy have your back. When I got into that life, that was appealing to me. This brotherhood, I got your back, you got mine. Well, you know what? We want to have your back with your family, the most important thing in your life. We want to have your back. We want to see a successful family. And guys, remember this. I had to go to prison to finally realize what was more important to me. You don't have to be confined within the walls to be in your own prison. Don't wait. Okay, you have an advantage. Okay, I had to run to hopefully get a phone call, hopefully get a visit. You're there every day. Make your presence known. Don't wait till the last minute, and don't think that all is lost already. All is not lost. All is lost when you're dead. Okay, you're alive and you're free, and you can make this work with your marriage. So please, again, I had to get jolted. I had to lose a family. I had to mess up. You don't have to do that. And if you've already, suffered through that like I did, well, there's a chance for you now not to make the same mistake. So guys, I encourage you, don't wait. Don't be in your own prison here. Like I said, you don't have to be confined in four walls. You can shut yourself out, okay, and be in a prison that way. Don't let that happen. So you got a comment, leave it. We'll reach out to you. I mean it. And we will have your back. Take it a step further, go on the link below. I'm telling you, you'll see resources there. I know you're going to relate to it. How do I know? Because we've been through this. We've been doing it a long time. Okay, go. And please don't miss up this opportunity. It's the most important thing that you can do in your life. God, family, everything comes next. Okay? So hopefully I'm going to hear from you. And my friends, how do I always leave you the same way? It's never, ever, ever going to change. Be safe. Gosh, I mean that. Ladies, I was talking to the guys here. Now I'm talking to you. Please be safe. Watch your surroundings. I've even given my daughters and my wife now these pellet guns that, you shoot somebody, it puts them down. Okay, I can't carry a gun, I'm a felon, but we can have that in the house, and they work, trust me. I've seen the rubber bullets in prison, man. You go down with them. So this thing will put you down, and it's legal, 100%. Just don't shoot them in the eye, in the chest. That'll be enough, okay? Be safe, be healthy. Why not? This is a good life we can have if we keep ourselves free of any diseases and we get the most out of it that we possibly can. So be healthy. And yes, I mean this to each and every one of you from my heart. God bless you all and your families. Yes, I'll see you next time.